So this video, I'm gonna talk about YouTube and monetization, and why you shouldn't use YouTube as a monetization tool. You should use it as like a commercial to something that you have on the back end. So a lot of people, they watch YouTube a lot and they think that, oh, I'm gonna get on YouTube and I'm gonna make money because I'm getting a lot of viewers, and it's like, no, that's not how it works. You need to have something that you have to sell at a high price, or for a quantity, or for branding purposes that you're using on YouTube to get people's attention. YouTube pretty much now is like TV, right? And if you don't have a way somebody either donating you money, or because you're not gonna, for one, all of this people saying that they don't pay for views, or you shouldn't pay for views, they're full of it. Like, you think somebody's going to get on YouTube, right? And you think that their views are just going to go up automatically from 1 to 1 million without like some type of AdWords, right? Because paying for views, like, it's not like your... See, it's crazy. People don't really talk about this. People think that paying for views is like when you hear somebody say pay for views, they think, oh, don't do that. But what is AdWords? If you go on Google and you put it in a video and you put the money in Google AdWords, you're paying for views. Are you not? What are you paying for then? If you're like a person that puts pays for a commercial on the Super Bowl, they're paying for views. Are they not? What are you paying for? You're paying for promotion, right? But it's views. That's views. Like, it's just not an analytical, like nowadays where we want to look at a number. It's like, no, you're just going by how many people are sitting down at their house looking at this, right? But it's not a measurement. Like, when you think of a Super Bowl views, you don't think of how many numbers is this, right? You just look at the report later like, oh, yeah, it was 200 million viewers of the Super Bowl. But then you got somebody who looks online and like, oh, it's 200 million views. But how do you know that somebody didn't just pay for $200 million worth of AdWord views? Now, a lot of people are buying Bud Light, right? Because they saw those views. It's the same concept, right? Like, just because you pay for views, that's not... Now, if you pay for like robots or bot views, yeah, I'm talking about ads through advertisements, right? That's not... You're paying for views. It don't matter what you think or how the stigma behind you paying. Say, oh, people don't pay for views. Yes, they do pay for views. They're just paying through advertisement platforms like Google. They're not going directly to a TV channel or some platform where the platform is making money to advertise for them. So I know the platform is YouTube, and Google has its own advertisement platform. But people who are uneducated, or just people don't really tell the truth online. They just present themselves. Like, they'll get on camera and be like, yeah, I'm doing this and I'm doing this. But then they got an AdWords specialist who's paying like $10,000. Then they go to a $10,000 AdWords guy. And then they tell you don't pay for views. Like, come on. Right, you're paying for views. If you go to an AdWords guy, or if you go to somebody who's on Facebook and they advertising your video, you're paying for views. That's what you're doing. You're paying for advertisements, and those advertisements get you views. Now, you don't have a direct number like a panel. Like, a panel will give you a direct number. So that's most likely a bot. That's what people mean when they say, oh, you're paying for views. Because you're putting in 10,000 and you're saying, okay, I get 10,000 views. Or you get 10 million and it says, I'm getting 10 million views. But if you go to an AdWords person like me and you come to me and I'm like, oh, You give me $1,000 and I can give you 50,000 views or 100,000 views. I'm gonna be like, yes, because you can do that on AdWords. You can get 50,000, 100,000 views for $1,000. That's just what's gonna happen. Now, you're not going to make that money back. It depends on what you're selling. Now, if Kim Kardashian comes out with a new skincare line and she's selling a bottle of makeup for $200 and she pays $1,000 for 100,000 views, then yeah, she's probably going to make her money back. Right? But if it's just some guy who just got a random video and he's trying to put the money in and it's like, you're trying to make the money back, which a lot of people do, that goes back to cheap, right? People try to be cheap and they try to cheat the system. They're like, no, you're not going to cheat the system. You're not going to cheat the system like that. Because it's not made that way. Google is not stupid. YouTube is not stupid enough to let you just post any random video and when you can generate watch hours. Now you got 1,000 watch hours. Now you're just trying to put pound money into something and you think you're going to make the money back. Like, no. You are dumb. It's not going to work that way. You have to have things on the back end like stores, right? Like a store, right? Or a product or a coaching, right? Something on the back end where when they watch that video, now you're pushing them to that. Like me, right? I help people build stores and I help them make money. So I can just get on here and talk because that's what I do. But I'm not thinking, oh, I'm going to get 1,000. I'm going to get 10,000 on YouTube monetization. Like, no, I don't care. I don't even care about YouTube monetization. I don't care if I monetize on YouTube because, I'm making money on clients. I don't care about real people. YouTube is, you got millions of people on this world. Like, it's people who could listen to me and they be like, I don't even like him, right? So, it doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? You can watch a YouTube video all day. There's millions of people who watch YouTube videos. That don't mean they're going to spend money. I guarantee you 80 and 70% of people who watch it, I would say 90%. 90% of people who watch a video on YouTube are not going to spend money after watching that video. They're consumers. They're just passing their time away. They're not their intention is not to spend money. It's to pass their time because they don't really have nothing to do. So they just say, I'm just going to watch you on YouTube. I'm just going to watch something, right? They don't have intentions to spend money. That's why YouTube is getting into e-commerce, which they should. Which they are. But I'm saying that most people on YouTube are not trying to spend money. They're just looking to just watch things.